What's up, Broncos country? Welcome to the halftime hash. My name is 𝐶𝐚𝐤𝐴N. This is Bourbon, Broncos, and no BS. We have some stuff to talk about this first half. Not really the game I thought we were going to see. This game has kind of been backward in many ways. We'll start with some things here, but guys, push your comments, push your questions, hit that share button for me. Help me out a ton as we get more Broncos here. We got 21-20. Broncos are ahead. They do get the ball back to start the second half. But guys, we're going to start with this. We have people chiming in. First off, Clayton, how you doing, man? Glad you're here. What in the world was that 2-minute offense? What in the world did we sit there and watch? Those three plays, those play calls were atrocious. The first one was maybe okay. I could somewhat understand if they thought, he was going to get more upfield. But the second and third play calls, those have got to be at least beyond the line of scrimmage and at the sideline. So to be thrown in the middle of the field that way, I totally understand. No timeouts. Let's, everyone's right there. Let's get on the line and snap the ball. But if those are the three pre-planned plays that you have for that situation, that was absolutely god-awful atrocious. So anyway, that's just me, guys. But let me hear what you guys have to say. Push comments, push your questions as we break down some of the stats that we have so far. Bo Nix, 14 for 18, 119 yards, averaging 6.6. It looks like Daniel Jones, 13 for 19, 236 yards, basically double the average of Bo Nix at 12.4. Rushing yards, we've done a really good – this is one thing that the defense has done well, guys, is stopping the run game. Jonathan Taylor has only been – is limited to 38 yards on 11 carries. And then Daniel Jones has -2 yards rushing, so they're at 36 total rushing yards. But just to limit Jonathan Taylor to a 3.5 average yard per carry is huge. So big tip of the hat to the Denver defense for at least stopping the run game. However, the Colts offensive line is doing a very good job of preventing the pressure from getting to Daniel Jones. He is getting hit. He is getting at least some pressure to him. No QB hits though. Absolutely no QB hits on Danny Dimes. And that is probably part of why the Broncos offense or the Broncos defense is really struggling to get the Colts defense Colts offense off the field. Now, we do have that break in the scoring streak that the Colts had going on that we were having to listen to and deal with. The announcers consistently bringing that up, but at least that scoring streak is over. Okay, let's get to some of the comments here, guys. Clayton, still working out the kinks. Yeah, there is some of that. Week 2, it's an improvement, right? That's why they call it mid-season form. You want to get to mid-season form. So there's still some things there. Chris, how you doing, man? Badoo. Yeah, Jose, good comment here. What in the world is going on? The fact that Danny Dimes is able to pick apart our defense the way he is kind of mind-numbing. I figured going into this game, guys, that if we were able to really limit Jonathan Taylor there, that this defense would be able to really, really shut down the Colts offense. But that's not been the case. I mean, it's been the complete opposite. We've shut down the run game more or less and really made them rely on Daniel Jones throwing, which is the game plan, right? But that's kind of backfired on us. So the thing is, this is becoming a shootout. And do you really want to mess with anything, change anything you're doing? Because if it doesn't work, well, I mean, in one way, it's not really working to begin with. But you don't want to change something to where Jonathan Taylor is finally, all of a sudden getting a run game going. So, DeAndre, how you doing, man? Guys, hit that share button for me. Really appreciate it. Broncos D needs to tighten up. That's the thing, guys. Offense is doing the fact that the offense has scored 21 points in the first half. Pretty damn good. Now, we are going to break down what happened on the 2-minute drive on tomorrow night's show at 8 p.m. Mountain Time, the post-game podcast live. Make sure you're there. That was absolutely atrocious. That was by far the worst thing we've seen from this Broncos offense in probably a long time, even going back to last year. So that was bad. But for the most part, otherwise, the Broncos offense has been doing their job. It's the defense that for some reason is just not able to get things going. All the penalties that we started collecting here at the end of the half, most of them fair penalties against us, but we can't be allowing that to happen. We have the lead so far, man, but when you're talking about a 1-point lead going into half and your offense just laid a huge, fat, good on the field, in your 2-minute drive attempt there, that was crazy. Holy ball snaps. Yeah, that was Gary. It was crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. Chris, Mim showed up finally, but Franklin is turning it on. Where is he at right now on the stat sheet? Franklin is leading the team with 6 receptions on 7 targets. 1 incomplete there. 65 yards. His long was a 42, where he was able to, get open when Bo Nix was scrambling in the backfield. That was a beautiful play. Absolutely beautiful play. Trey Franklin really showcasing the football IQ there. Otherwise, we have Marvin Mims, 1 for 1. Pat Bryant, 2 for 2. Andrew Troutman, 3 for 3. Trent Sherfield, 1 for 1. And then we have just a couple incompletes here. Cortland Sutton's been targeted twice, no catches. Dobbins once, no catch. And Tyler Bidet is 1 for 1. So those are really good stats from the Broncos receiving core. And then looking at our rush yards, we're looking at 52 rush yards. So not much better than the Colts, but definitely a slight improvement there. So good job on the offense. It's more the opposite of last week, guys, where the defense had to bail out the offense. This is kind of the opposite. So second half's going to be interesting here. Ken says, I was worried about this defense after last week, VJ getting out-coached. But I think we also have to just maybe recognize that this Colts offense is good. Maybe we just have to recognize that and say that this is a really good, well-run, very talented Colts offense. They have players like Warren. They have a strong running back in Jonathan Taylor. Alec Pierce is playing very well. They're spreading the ball out very well. And when Daniel Jones is just able to stay as clean as he has been, 0 QB hits, it's not so much that they're getting out coached. It's just that the Colts are doing a very good job of protecting their quarterback. And that's just the way I'm seeing it. It'd be one thing if we had 4, 5, 6 QB hits, maybe a sack or 2 by now, but that's the opposite of what's going on here. Okay. Carl, that's what we're trying to figure out. Where is the D? Where is the D? I think they're trying, but it's just, again, you can't get to the quarterback. You're stopping the run game. You're not able to shut down the passing game is what's happening, man. Clayton, a little more pressure, I think. Blitzing time. You got to be careful with the blitzing, though. Again, if they start picking up some of those blitzes and start, I'm just worried about getting Jonathan Taylor going. If he gets going, man, this game could get away from us very quickly. I don't see the Broncos offense doing much better than what we've seen so far. I think they're doing well. They got to keep, play smart, not turn over the football. Those are all things that they're doing. But the big focus today is on the defense and where they're at. Ken, last week, wide receiver and tight ends were running wide open all over. Titans catch. Yeah, so they're going to look at this, guys, and hopefully make some adjustments at halftime. There's not really time to make adjustments. They don't really do that, but hopefully they're seeing something and coming up with a different idea. Colts head coach is scheming them open. Okay, yeah, that's a fair point. I'm kind of trying to find ways to advocate Vorvance Joseph in the defense, but they're making it really hard for me. Maybe it is time to start blitzing, doing something different. It just, again, when you see 0 QB hits, that's just not a good number to see, especially when you're supposed to have top defense here. Again, and then we kind of talked about this in the pregame show, Andrew. It's a good point. The Colts, if you remember what happened last season, they're out for blood today. The NFL offered the Colts for this to be a international game, and they said no. We want to have this game at home in our full out white jerseys in front of our home crowd. Right. They wanted payback for last season. And they're fulfilling that, right? They're going out there, and you're right. They're playing more physical. And I said the Broncos have got to be ready for that. If they're not ready for that, this could end up being a tougher game than we thought, and that's exactly what we're seeing playing out here. We've got to find a way to get an interception, get a turnover, get to the quarterback, get a sack or two, start hitting him, something, right? Something. Jonathan, exactly. Get after the QB because that's where we're lacking right now. Totally agreed, man. Richie, let's see. Defensive line not getting pressures. Yeah, and it's kind of like, and I'm wondering, Zach Allen, did he come back? If anybody give me some information on that. This is why I need a producer. I don't know if Zach Allen came back or not. I did hear that he walked off on his own accord. So that was good. And then it was good to see that Pat Surtain's back out there too. But with Pat Surtain banged up, man, that's going to make the second half even tougher on our defense. Jahdae Barron's going to be looked at a lot in the second half. Guarantee it. And our offense is failing us. The middle is not allowing to run the ball. I mean, it's kind of tough to say that they're failing us when the game's essentially tied. You know, the big failure from the offense in the first half was not even that third down conversion they missed, where the drive stalled. It was this pitiful, absolutely pitiful 2-minute drive. 3 plays they're out. I get not taking a timeout. That makes sense to me football wise. But, after the first play, that second and third down plays, those were just stupid plays. And I have no idea why that's not schemed up differently. That ball has got to be thrown beyond the line of scrimmage at the very least and at the sideline. You cannot be throwing in the middle of the open field. Those guys are waiting and hoping that you would do something like that so they could keep the clock going. You've got to throw to the sidelines where at least an incomplete stops the clock. It allows you to talk about things, right? But that's where the offense failed us in the first half. We get the ball first to start the second half. Yes, guys, and game should be coming back on here too soon or before too long. So let's do a lightning round. Whew. Okay, Allison, how you doing? Defense is bad. Luckily, those penalties didn't count against us. I mean, some of them did, and the ones that were thrown against us, they counted, or they were legit penalties. We've got to settle down. I think we're getting a little flustered on our side, and we have got to calm down and play our game and figure out something different, because if this ends up being a shooting match, you're looking at a 50-50 chance that we lose, man, and that is not where we want to be at. So, Allison, good to see you again. Seems like the game might come down to who has the ball last, and that's what I'm talking about. I don't want that. Right, you want the Broncos offense to pull ahead, but that means the defense is going to have to get more than just one stop this game. I don't expect the Broncos offense to go out there and get a touchdown every single drive. So defense has got to do something. Otherwise, I don't know. It could be worse than that, man. Could be worse. Okay, I think the game's probably not back on yet, at least from what I'm seeing. Okay. Let's see. Sean Bogus for those 3 play calls. DeAndre, dude, spot on. And we're going to break that down tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Mountain Time. Make sure you're there. Also, the elite cornerback room looks really bad. Yeah. It's kind of, Moss for the most part has been doing okay. He's letting some get by him, but yeah, overall. Distance of the throws matters too. Yeah, but there's been a couple deep passes, overall, but yeah, dude. There's a lot to break down here, more than what I can do in just a few minutes. This game causing me to drink more than usual. Yeah, dude, I'm right there with you. I'm going to start in the second half. Benito needs to get more involved. Yeah, overall, again, it just goes back to there's just nobody is stepping up to get pressure to the quarterback, man. Nobody. We will see how the offense does with his first possession, and dude, it can't be worse than what we saw there at the 2-minute, 2-minute drill. Chris, that's why I love watching these kinds of games. Maybe you do. My heart is pounding too hard. My blood pressure is way too high, man. So I can't. They need to put a better player on Jonathan Taylor in the second half of the game. No, Jonathan Taylor is limited to 38 yards. For Jonathan Taylor to be limited to 38 yards this game and only a 3.5 yard per carry on 11 carries, that's really good. So the run game, the run defense is working. Run defense, I fully believe, is working. It's that we're not getting any pressure to Daniel Jones. It's that we're allowing all these receptions to happen. They're scheming to get wide open all the time, and our defense is just getting worn down and not able to do anything. So that's where it's coming down to. Yeah, I'm not sure what penalty the head coach got. Probably something like unsportsmanlike. It was a messy time. But yeah, the coach definitely got a flag there. That was funny. Colts offense is pretty damn good. Totally agree. We're making them look good. Mike, how you doing, man? Defense isn't making Daniel Jones' life miserable enough. other than 2-minute drill, the offense has performed well. Totally agreed, man. You kind of wrapped up everything that I've been saying so far. Let's see. Okay, game is back, guys, and I didn't get to all your comments, but thank you very much, guys. Hey, tomorrow night, Monday night, 8 p.m. Mountain Time, make sure that you're there for the post-game podcast live. We'll be breaking it down and sharing all the information on whatnot. So look, Broncos defense, this is your time to shine, man. Step up, and Broncos offense, keep it rolling. As always, guys, I'm going to end the show as I always do on a very strong Go Broncos. Take care, guys.